Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring Luxus's guide to Kitsadria. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this guide for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, concerning a species of shapeshifters and tricksters, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the fighter archetypes, starting with the Corrosion Knights. Investing in the less honorable act of poisoning, the Corrosion Knight can brew special poison oils to apply to their weaponry, which burns away the vitality of their opponents. As they advance their craft, they learn to modify these poisons to suit different purposes. They carry these poisons in unique, small satchels that can be shattered upon weapons as needed for quick application, and with the proper experience, can be modified to be used for medical purposes. Let's talk about some of the features of the Corrosion Knight. We have Home Brewer. Your knowledge of poison allows you to create poisons of your own. Your corrosion damage will go up as you level up normally. You also have Poison Advancement. You can choose to make one of the following adjustments to your poisoned oil when you take this level, which affects all poisons you make from that point on. You can choose things such as Advanced Potency. While your weapon is coated in your poisoned oil, each time it hits a creature it deals poison damage equal to one of your corrosion damage dice. There is also Debilitation. If a creature fails their saving throw against your poisoned oils, they are poisoned for 1 hour. At the end of each of their turns, they repeat the saving throw against your poisoned oil, ending the effect on a success. There is also Medical Mixture. You have learned to modify your poisoned oils to be beneficial. In other words, you are creating a medical ointment from your poisons, which actually allow you to regain hit points. The next archetype is the Roamer. Hardened by a life on the road, the Roamer is used to making their way in rough environments and moving from group to group. They have a resource of stories of their time on the road, some of which can be used as cautionary tales, told to others to help them avoid danger. When engaged in combat, they are tough and difficult to stagger, able to put themselves in the way of danger for the benefit of their allies. Let's talk about some of its features. You have Wanderer. Your knowledge of survival and travel allows you to better instruct your allies. Each time you finish a short or long rest, you can choose one of 3 options, such as Inspiring Story. You and up to 5 other creatures you tell a cautionary tale of survival gain temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus half your fighter level rounded down. These temporary hit points vanish the next time you complete a short or long rest. There is also Instructions. You advise on how to survive in the current environment. The creatures you rest with have advantage on wisdom survival checks until the next time they complete a short or long rest. You also have Heavy Block. As long as you are wielding a shield, when you are hit with a weapon attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the piercing, slashing and bludgeoning damage you take by an amount equal to your fighter level plus the shield's bonus to your armor class. Then we have Unbreakable States. On your turn, you can choose to expend one of your action surges to enter a furious state of heightened attack and defense. For 1 minute, you gain benefits such as each time you take the attack action, you can use your bonus action to make 1 extra weapon attack, and you score a critical hit on melee weapon attacks on a d20 result of 19 or 20, and critical hits with melee attacks deal an extra weapon die of damage. Then we have the Swift Cut Archetype. Focusing on swift combat, these fighters rely on lighter armor and one-handed weapons with the intention of tearing through the battlefield and rushing enemies, overwhelming them with a series of rapid blows aimed at vital weak points. You have features such as Flurry Action. You are quick on your feet and able to strike precision blows. As long as you are not wearing heavy armor, you can use your bonus action to dash or make a weapon attack using a one-handed weapon on your turn. You also have Breathing Exercise. When you use your second wind as a bonus action, you can dash or disengage immediately as part of the same action. There is also Advantageous Blow. You can pursue openings in your opponent's defenses, provided you have an edge to exploit. Once per turn, if you hit a creature with a one-handed weapon and have advantage on the attack roll, you may roll one of your weapon's damage dice 3 more times and add the results to the damage roll. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the Inscriptor archetypes. When it comes to these fighter archetypes, they are great because there is a lot of variety to their methods. Concerning the Corrosion Knight, although you are limited by your doses of poison, you are exceptional when dealing great amounts of damage during prolonged battles. But you can also modify your poison. For example, you can apply a certain poison that deals fire or even necrotic damage instead of normal poison damage. In the case of the Roamer, this is a great archetype when you don't have a ranger in the party, because of some survival related features, but you are also quite sturdy and hardy. Concerning the Swift Cut, this is a high damage archetype. You can deal damage in a short period of time. It's somewhat different from the Corrosion Knight, but you need to rely on your teammates to create those opportunities to work with you on the battlefield, but also take it easy on the front lines because your armor is not that great. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.